They told me, son, you were born to do great things. They were right.
I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive. You think that's a child down there? She's a little sister now. Somebody went and turned a sweet baby girl into a monster. It's Ryan! Goddamn Andrew Ryan! Head to medical!
Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find Red Home? Would you kindly find it? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch?
Did that airplane crash? Or was it hijacked?
There ain't no Atlas, kid. The name's Frank Fontaine.
I had you built! I sent you topside! I called you back, showed you what you was capable of! Even that life you thought you had, that was something I dreamed up.
You saved them. You gave them the one thing that was stolen from them. A chance.
Sally! Sally, come out!
She wasn't yours, Comstock.
Elizabeth, I am so sorry.
No, you're not. But you're about to be.
Mademoiselle,
Yes?
quel est votre nom?
Elizabeth.
Pour vous, Elisabeth.
Oh, no. No, I couldn't. I can't accept...
Je vous en prie, j'insiste.
Thank you.
Comment ça va, Elisabeth?
Bonjour, Monsieur Surratt.
Bonjour, mademoiselle Elisabeth. Je manque d'inspiration aujourd'hui.
Bien le bonjour, mademoiselle. Bonjour, Elisabeth.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, mon petit trésor. Je vais te croquer.
Bonjour.
Comment ça va, Elisabeth? Comment allez-vous?
Ça va bien?
Bonjour, Elisabeth. Bien le bonjour. Bonjour, mon ami. Alors, tu as parlé à la jolie petite américaine? Oh, bonjour, mademoiselle.
Bonne journée. Comment ça va, Elisabeth?
Bonne journée.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Et si tu venais boire un verre avec nous?
Claude?
Sois pas jalouse, ma petite. C'est pas interdit pour un homme de boire avec deux jolies filles.
Viens jouer avec nous, Elisabeth.
I'm sorry, Cassette. Next time, I promise.
Ah, dommage.
mademoiselle.
Bien le bonjour, Elisabeth.
Je peux vous vendre tous les livres que vous voulez. Et pour pas cher en plus.
Do you have The Age of Innocence by Edith Wharton?
Désolé ma petite, celui-là n'a pas encore été écrit. Bonjour,
Comment
mademoiselle.
allez-vous?
Bonjour. Il va falloir que tu me guides, parce que je me suis perdu dans tes yeux.
Une baguette, mademoiselle?
Bonjour.
Bonjour, Elisabeth.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Le temps est frais, le ciel est bleu, et vous êtes restante. Roquefort, camembert, brie de Meaux, les meilleurs fromages au meilleur prix.
Elle est tellement plus belle en vrai, tu trouves pas?
Oiseau ou la cage? Oiseau ou la cage? Pourquoi pas les deux?
Sally? Sally! Sally, wait!
Come back! Come back!
Wait! Sally, stop!
Come back!
Sally, where are you going?
Come back!
Sally, hold on!
Come back! Come back!
Stop, stop! Where did she go? Fault. I didn't do anything! No! It wasn't my fault! Leave me alone! Can't you just leave me alone? I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I never should have left. I never should have left you there.
Empty. Empty again. What are the odds?
What's the hold-up?
Just having a bit of a laugh, Atlas.
This ain't a sporting event. Put a bullet in her. No need to torture the poor girl. We're not animals, you know.
All right.
Let her go!
Quiet down, dear. In a minute, all your problems will be over.
Elizabeth, tell him you can get him back.
Booker? Booker, what? I don't understand. How?
Say, I can get you back to Rapture.
What?
Just say it.
I can get you back to Rapture.
Put the gun down. Now, what was that you said about Rapture?
I can get you back to Rapture.
And how you plan on doing that, sister? You some kind of magician?
Suchong.
What?
Tell him Suchong.
Suchong.
And how do you know that, slant-eyed wonder?
You're his lab assistant.
I'm his lab assistant.
If it escaped your notice, Andrew Ryan sunk us 5,000 fathoms below his shining city. How does Suchong propose to get us back?
That's between me.
That's between me.
And the slant.
And the slant. But if I do this, the girl goes with me.
Little sisters are worth their weight in gold. She's not up for negotiation.
Last time I checked, back in the city they were making little sisters by the dozen.
That's a right fairy tale you've dreamed up, sister. But if you're lying, we can just as well kill you tomorrow. Down here, we got nothing but time. In case I need to get hold of you. If you see Suchong, tell him Atlas says he hasn't forgotten him.
Elizabeth, come on, it's time to get moving.
Booker? What?
Over here, on the radio.
You're not Booker.
Well, of course I ain't.
What have I gotten myself into? I didn't orphan that girl. I didn't kidnap her.
But she made for some exceptional bait, didn't she?
Had to be done.
Did it?
I felt everything that every version of me felt. All of that knowledge. I lost a pinky, but that version of me, she lost everything. Comstock, that final Comstock, he thought he could avoid his guilt by coming here.
You educated him proper.
But then why am I back here? Huh? I don't remember opening a tear to come back. And who are you? Huh?
I think you'll figure that out soon enough.
I was in Paris. I was happy. And now I'm here dealing with this Atlas, this psychopath. What was I thinking?
I wasn't Paris any more than I am Booker.
Now I have to find this Suchong, and I don't even know who that is.
Not yet. But you know he's the key, don't you?
To what?
You're asking me. Elizabeth, I ain't even here.
What are you? Huh? And how did you know exactly what to tell Atlas?
Let me ask you a question. You feeling like yourself, Elizabeth?
I feel strange and smaller. I can't see the doors. What's behind the doors? I can't see the future. I can't even see any tears. Stay away from me. Booker. No, please don't. killed by that. Stay away from me! But then, how am I here? How can I be dead in this world and yet... My finger. What am I? Huh? I don't understand.
If we're going to end up in the same place as Vincent Harmon and John Ride...
Are you being cute?
I've come round to your way of thinking.
Have you?
Yes. I do believe one can change things, but after all the bother, one often wishes that one had not.
You're a fatalist.
A physicist.
A fatalist.
So was Newton, especially when it came to apples falling from trees. They always contrived to land with a splat. She left the child to rot.
Are you implying she's the apple?
I'm implying that she did not fall far from the tree.
And now she wants to go back.
I need to go back. To fix what I broke.
Back to where she has no right to be.
Back to where she doesn't belong.
Doesn't belong? Wait, what do you mean?
Do you want to tell her brother, or shall I?
Because I died.
There are rules.
Even for one such as you.
She'll forget.
All the doors.
And what's behind all the doors?
All closed to her now.
She'll be just like the rest of us.
Forgetting the past.
The present.
The future.
I'd wager she won't even remember this conversation. We've arrived. You're trading omniscience and croissants for death and mildew.
I left Sally to rot. For what? So I could punish Comstock? He was trying to help her, to save her, and if I don't make that right...
We all have our crosses to bear.
But there is a thin line between a martyr and a fool.
Lutesses warned me that if I came back here, I would collapse.
Collapse?
From a quantum superposition to just me.
Quantum what?
I've changed, Booker. No tears, no cosmic knowledge. Just a normal girl. With a normal pinky. Hate it. If I can't open tears, I'm never leaving here, am I? I'm never going back to Paris. You're just what? You're just the fragments of my memory telling me what my future holds?
You decided to come here, Elizabeth. You knew what that meant. Only option, as I see it, is to trust yourself. Find Suchong. Well, a blow to the back of his head will serve just as well. Be a hell of a lot quieter, too.
That's not what you would have done.
I'm not Booker. Just because your father did something one way, doesn't mean you have to.
I've been on sabbatical. I hear you gossiping about me. You're not getting out of this deal that easy.
You'll want to get the drop on him, and quiet. He can't hear what's only in your head.
I just got complacent. Once she sees, I could change.
Well, he's not getting up anytime soon.
And what with his head all attached to his body.
From here on, it's only gonna get worse.
And how much worse is up to you.
a clay, Bradburn. It's up to us to see they become Grecian urns and don't return to mud. Get them young enough. You can mold them for life. Henry! Fetch that Black Label Lacus, that 12-year-old single malt. Let's discuss this like men. Henry!
Now, let's get its lockpick. Simple enough, just a 6-pin tumbler. But there's an alarm. That could come in handy, though.
I'm Ryan the Lion. I'm here to tell you about Peter the Parasite. If I bake a pie, isn't it mine to enjoy? No, says Peter the Parasite. We all deserve a piece. If I earn a nickel, isn't it my right to buy candy if I see fit? No, says Peter the Parasite. You must only buy fruits and vegetables. If I can afford to see the doctor, is it my concern that others cannot? No, says the damnable parasite. We must all crowd our way into the physician's office. Ryan the Lion says, chew on that, you parasite. Hello, children. I'm Ryan the Lion. I'm here to tell you about Peter the Parasite.
You sure you're ready to use that?
It's a crossbow. Looks like the bolt delivers some kind of sleep agent. Probably phencyclidine or sodium thiopental. They had all kinds of books in my tower. How do you think I always knew what ammo to toss you?
Knowing ain't the same as being ready.
Why don't you ask Comstock how ready I was?
Your father's blood runs in your veins, but it doesn't have to be on your hands. It's up to you.
Those who cannot create will always steal from those who do. Where is your empathy? Asks Peter the Parasite while he picks your pocket. Do you know this word? Empathy. You'll find it in the dictionary under L-I-E. All right, boys and girls. What does Ryan the Lion tell us about the tragedy of the province? Peter the Parasite says share and share. What was that? Come out, come out.
Bad guy. If that's what they call a fellow who's prosperous, determined, uncompromising, then issue fits. Got it. Criminal dealings? Ha! Now Fallacy and misdirection from those afraid to let the market take its natural course. So I greased a few palms here and there, time to time. What of it? I'd been told this town was friendly to free enterprise. Seems to me you're against a guy making an honest buck. I thought Rapture was open for business. Harassment. That's what this is. Incessant, unfounded prying into my respectable entrepreneurial affairs. First, a law against bribery. Then, you'll want some fella in my privy advising how I defecate. What's next? Martial law? If that's what they call a fella who's prosperous, determined, uncompromising, then fine. The shoe fits. You got me. Criminal dealings? Ha! Fallacy and misdirection from those afraid to let the market take its natural course. Time to time. What of it? I've been told this town was friendly to free enterprise. Seems to me you're against a guy making an honest buck. I thought Rapture was open for business.
Listen to that racket. Damn air grabber must be busted.
Harassment. That's what this is. Incessant, unfounded prying into my respectable entrepreneurial affairs. First, a law against bribery. Then, you'll want some fella in my privy advising how I defecate. What's next? Martial law? Fat cat. If that's what they call a fella who's prosperous, determined, uncompromising, then fine. The shoe fits. You got me.
Look, Suchong. That's the name you had me tell Atlas. Huh.
I don't follow.
Looks like this character Suchong has taken over the Silverfin restaurant. That's where the tear was that I used when I first came to Rapture looking for Comstock. Before this place was turned into a prison.
But the first time you came to Rapture was in 1960, with Booker. When you drowned some...
Over a year from now. Yeah, that's right. When I could see all the doors, it all made sense, but now it's just a jumble.
Elizabeth, you're bleeding.
Now I know what it feels like. All right, if we're gonna find Suchong, the Silverfin...
Are you in the know? There has been a lot of idle talk from gadflies and naysayers. following the nationalization of Fontaine Futuristics. I believe in free men and free markets. But I also believe in my city. And Frank Fontaine's purpose was nothing less than...
Place to start. I know the way. I was here as well. Right after I came through, I needed something to wear that was a little more rapture appropriate. Well, he didn't have these books in my tower.
Dear Madam, I have received your letter regarding our new line of peeping Tom plasmids and wish to respond thusly. Tough luck. This is Rapture, miss. What my customers do with my product is their business. If you are feeling uncomfortable, you are more than welcome to line the walls of your home in lead. If you wish, I could direct you to a reputable supplier.
Disappear from sight, see through walls, and sneak up on your foes.
Child star.
Splicers.
Just a star.
I could use this plasmid and see them through the walls, or if worst comes to worst, turn completely invisible and get the drop on them.
Client, lunch. Don't skimp on the cocktails. You hear me, Phil? Don't skimp. Folks always stare when I make a scene. These new songs, they're real personal. They're like love letters. To all my fans, stuff. Foul play.
What did you mean before when you said you were in Paris?
It wasn't really Paris. It was more of the world as I want. Hey, there you are.
How many times have I asked Antonio for lockers with actual locks on them? I come back from lunch and the ensemble I just bought is gone. Stolen. But here's what takes the cake. The thief left an outfit in exchange. At first I was gonna toss that thing, but then I kind of fell in love with it. It's an old-timey number with a corset, no less. It ain't exactly today's fashion, but I'm a girl who can tell good craftsmanship when she sees it.
everything goes all right inside.
To be brought into this world. If your parents expect anything from you, tell them to get it.
What's that, cookie face?
A man's home is his castle and should be defended as such.
Don't you
That's it.
think you can hide?
We're through.
I know every inch of this house.
You won't have to. Stand your ground. It's every man's right.
The bell has rung. Class is over. I hope we...
Once I could see everything. Every possible moment. And now...
You're just like everyone else.
Why? Why, because I died here? If I'm just like everyone else, I can't help Sally. I can't even get back to where I was.
If you don't mind me asking, love, why are you talking to nobody? If I had pegged you for a loon, I might have had second thoughts on our arrangement.
I'll hold up my end. But I better find the girl the way I left her.
You're in no position to make demands. But I must confess, I do like a bit of sass in a lass.
Rewards those who strong and able. Why work hard? Just put food on the table. And if the good life is deserved, then I gotta ask why. Why don't I have a slice of that pie? Why, oh why can't I have a slice of that pie? If I can't have it, why can't I? Why can't I have a slice of that pie?
It's the Big Daddy. The one that killed me.
You can't trade blows with him.
Comstock put him down and he got right back up. I can't hurt him. I could keep my distance, but if I watched myself, he could come in handy. Enemy. My enemy.
He'll see me again if I say his name 4 times. So this outfit, it doesn't feel right. Should I change it? Where's the mirror?
This fella Atlas has been making the rounds down here, trying to bring some kind of order to this pit. All the splicers think the man walks on water, but Something about him smells stink to me. Reminds me a bit of my former employer, Frank Fontaine. Always talking about how he was going to lift Rapture right out of the old man's wallet. No fuss, no muss. See where that got him.
What do you want?
Let me in. I'm working with Atlas.
I ain't heard nothing. Nobody gets in there without a kind word from the boss.
Your imperfections will get up on the prices. They must be excised.
My hand. Mark my words. Palm of my hand.
That's what they call a fellow who's prosperous, determined, uncompromising.
Oh, don't think I didn't hear that.
Stay! We may make more of you yet. No one around? Seems I still have the ability to scare off a patient.
Every thought I've ever had is for my son. Every gulp of air I've ever taken. Criminal dealings. Is that attitude I hear?
Misdirection from those who bring them into
Who hides from the light of reason?
Stop acting up! I forbid it!
Oh, can you rationalize cowering?
What's this? Well, seems like central heating came from this room, so it would stand to reason that the ductwork should go to Suchong's. Wait a minute. Suchong wasn't exactly a master of subterfuge.
Nietzsche said, right.
He is burning.
Stay! We may make more of you yet.
That's what this is. Incessant, unbounded prying into my entrepreneurial affairs.
Ah! I ain't letting a good lead like you get away!
Confront! together. If you're going to disappear before my diagnosis, why did you come in the first place?
You're against the guy making an honest buck. I thought rapture was business.
Looks like someone's been decrypting a code. We've confirmed completion of the ace in the hole. Suchong has it, but unlikely to give it up easily. We'll update when we know more. What's that all about?
If that's what they call a fellow who's prosperous. Criminal dealings. Ha! Fallacy and misdirection. Those afraid to let the market take its natural course. Gets bribery. Then, rebelling by drinking rising to a different. What's next? Martial law?
Folks always stare.
The Silver Fin. This used to be a restaurant when I first came through. Now it belongs to this Suchong. Looks like I'm not the first one who tried to get in here. Well, at least he left a trail.
You're a guilty guy.
Think we found our man.
No sign of him now.
Either he's dead or working for Ryan.
First, the law gets bribery. Then, you'll want some fella in my privy advising how I defecate.
Columbia?
What's next?
He knew about Columbia. And Booker and me. The Suchong must have found a way to reopen the tear I made to come here. But how? A Lutece device. That's how he must have reopened the tear. Look, the tear still leads back to Columbia. Plasmids, riggers. He and Fink must have been in communication, sharing secrets. Like the Luteces before they were physically together. Why did I need to come here? What does this have to do with Sally?
You remember, don't you?
It hasn't happened yet? I told you I can't do that.
Concentrate, Elizabeth.
No, the doors are shut. Lutece particle. I use the Lutece particle. If it can make a city float.
It can make a prison rise.
I can't open tears, but we could use this device to go to Columbia and find a particle. But it's been vandalized.
You'll fix it.
Sure. You know, my tower didn't come stock with the Lutece device repair manual.
You will fix it.
Yeah, I'll just...
Elizabeth, you will fix it.
Okay. Okay, there must be some information around here.
Before I knew it, Ryan had me bounced out of my own restaurant. And that Korean had the run of the place. It was a good business, I tell you. I never should have told anyone about that light. About those weird buildings I saw floating in the clouds. And most of all, I never should have told no one about that girl who showed up one day in that old-timey blue dress.
These are elements. Sodium, titanium. Why would these be on schematics for... It's code. A Visionaire cipher. If we assume hydrogen is A, and iron, the 26th element, is C...
You always used to need a code key.
It's right here. Never underestimate the fallibility of the egomaniac. Looks like a punch list for things Suchong needs to fix the machine. A cold cathode tube, a carbon dioxide scrubber, and a heatsink. Any of the vending machines should have the cathode tube. And we can look for a CO2 scrubber in the bathysphere showroom. A lot of models should have them. A heatsink. Oh, that's... Where in a department store are we gonna find...
Keep your cool with Old Man Winter.
That'll work. Time to find those parts. And then I just have to repair the most sophisticated piece of technology ever created.
Elizabeth, you saw yourself make this repair. You can do this.
Whatever you say. Guess we better find our way out of here.
Problem.
Atlas, you there? I need a favor.
A favor? I don't suppose you've conjured up the miracle you promised yet?
I'm working on it. I'm gonna need some Old Man Winter.
You might try where they hawk them new bathyspheres. As I hear it, Old Man Winter's the only thing keeps their batteries from bursting into flames after 5 minutes.
Thanks.
Think nothing of it. But it's the last favor you'll be getting.
for vandalism of Suchong device is dead. Even for pretty lady.
I suppose you'd be Suchong. Save your ammunition, your device doesn't work.
Device work. Vandal sabotage. You are vandal.
Actually, I intend to fix your device. That is, unless you plan on coming down here and doing it yourself.
It's not prudent for Suchong to return to lab. You say you can fix?
I broke your code, didn't I? Now just give me the one to open that door and we'll see what your creation can do.
1216.
Your birthday?
Enough talk. Fix the machine.
How'd you know that?
Never underestimate the fallibility of the egomaniac.